Speaking of sports, what do you know about cricket?
I love cricket.
Well, cricket is blowing up in this country.
It's not blowing
They
up.
had a fucking article in the paper. There's like cricket leagues all over New York City.
Shitting me.
Swear to God.
I bet you that's just expats. That's just British people
Oh,
and
I've
Australian people.
seen. No, it's a lot of Caribbean guys.
You see them in the parks now.
yeah.
They're
West
taking over
Indies,
the parks.
Yeah, West Indies.
With their cricket
in Central
shit.
Park and
It's
shit.
the
I haven't seen
second
Central Park,
second most popular sport in the world.
Why though?
Because
I
India
try
are
to
into it.
figure
And
it out.
they're
I don't-
1/6 of the population, and that's the only sport they play.
Well,
So
I don't get it. What are you supposed to
makes
do?
sense.
It looks,
I was
it
to
looks like
explain it to-
baseball, but it's not.
No, it's nothing like baseball. It's a slightly more skilled game than baseball on the account that there's different forms of bowling. The ball bounces. You're working off a pitch that it's a 5-day game, right? This is what you got to remember. The game, each game goes for 5 days. 5 days,
What the
and
fuck?
it will probably end in a draw.
Oh
Oh
shit!
my god!
is that
Who has time for that shit? When did they cut off the beer? After the fourth
awful.
day?
They used
right.
they used to play back like 80 years ago. They used to just play. We play the game until it finishes, and 12 days or something. There'd be some cunt
Why
that
does
would
it
just.
take so long? Why can't they do it in an afternoon?
what the fuck?
They also have 1 day cricket. They had to make it more exciting. So they've
One
got
day's too
Why
long.
a day?
1 day's. They've got 2020, which is still half a day, but that's the smallest one. But it's not very good. Half a day. 1 day cricket's
Why
all
isn't
right.
half a day good?
Because you can't get everyone out in that time, so everyone's just trying to slog it over the fence. There's no real skill to it. Test cricket's where it's at. The 5-day game is tactically one of the most exciting things. You know, it's all about what's going to happen the next day and whether they'll declare and can this guy like there's guys you can make.
I have no clue.
No.
What this game is about. That would take 5 fucking days.
Like, let's say you score 100 runs, right? You get a century, right?
It's called a century.
Yeah, and then you get
100 runs.
You get like Don Bradman, I think, got 352, and a guy called Mark Taylor
why
also
does
got
the score
352.
have to be so high?
That took him 3 days to do that, right?
Why
Just
does the
going
score
out
have to be so high?
because you keep batting until you get out.
So fucking catch the ball.
So why
No,
can't
but-
people get him out? What does it take to get somebody out?
All right, this is
Throw the
this is
runner
the
out and
ways
move
to
on
get
to the
out.
next guy.
You have
Gotta catch it with your asshole.
behind you. You have 3 sticks. Three
Yeah,
sticks.
I've seen that.
All right,
They're
let's
called
see.
the stumps, and then on top of it, they have these things called the bales,
What's
which are
that?
little tiny sticks that rest on top of the sticks.
Yeah.
Right, and your idea is to knock these things off, right? So there's several ways you can do it. You can bowl a ball directly into it, and that'll knock it off. If someone puts their leg directly in front of it, and the ball's coming directly at it, and it's below the knee roll, so it wouldn't bounce over, the umpire can go, that would have hit the stumps, so that's out as well. You can catch the ball. You can get caught behind if you just chip it. The guy behind can catch it. You can also, you have a crease that you have to stand in, right? And if you go out of that crease, the guy behind, the wicketkeeper, can catch it and then smash your bails off, right? That doesn't happen very often.
That's
right.
stupid.
And then you can get run out where you have to run back and forth for each one of your runs.
That's so dumb.
And then you also got, this is how you score your
It's
runs.
baseball for retarded.
You
people.
can get 6 runs if you hit it over the fence.
What fence?
4, the fence where the people are sitting.
Is
What do you
there an
mean,
out of
what
bounds?
Like
fence?
a home run.
The boundary.
Is there an out of bounds?
That's the fence.
Is
yeah.
There, is there a foul pole?
No foul pole. It's round.
What do you mean
They
it's
play
round?
on an oval.
So everything is fair no matter where it
no
goes.
matter where it goes, everywhere around you is
That's
fair.
dumb.
They play on an oval. It's a
This
it's
is like
you can't-
fucking
it's base-
mongoloid baseball.
It's
All right,
baseball
so
in the round.
Let's see a bit of footage of this, right?
yeah,
Why?
where
Why?
Travis has just pulled up.
All right, so you see here, you can hit it anywhere there. It's a very big area.
It says England leads by 45 runs.
No, but that's nothing. That's nothing.
Apparently.
How do you hit it like behind you?
There you go. It says chipped off him. Oh, okay.
What is that?
Yeah, that there.
It sounds like he's the commentator.
Now,
That's great.
now you got different things. You got that's a pace baller.
Uh-huh. So now the guy with the bat is trying to defend the fucking...
He's trying to defend it and hit. Now that guy's just bowling quick. A guy called Glenn McGrath, right? He was a very good pace bowler. Then you got guys like spin bowlers. They do it slowly, but they flick it. Now this thing that they're bowling on, this strip, right, is called the wicket, right? And over the days, all it is they just put a bit of tarpaulin over the grass. That's just a dried up bit of grass.
Right.
They make all the rest of the grass really nice. And they make that bit into shit. right? And over the day, cracks will emerge, and it'll get really like you can shove your car keys in them, like proper cracks, right? And the idea is to bowl it at the crack so it might go in all different directions. And
kind of use it to your...
Yeah.
Then now the guy throwing the ball,
and it's a harder ball than a baseball.
Yeah.
It's more solid.
He's trying to knock down the sticks.
Yeah, knock down the sticks. So he might just try to bowl at his head or something.
All right.
Why the fuck is the ump in the way?
Now, what's the guy
No,
with
he's standing at the other end.
Wait,
what other end?
There's two batsmen out at a time.
Oh, okay.
And they'll run back and forth, you see.
Oh, I got you. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you get 10 batsmen and you get 2 innings, and like each batsman can get like up to like 300 runs if he's any good, you know. But
it's
What
so
about the fans?
retarded.
Do they get tickets for all 5 days?
yeah, fuck yeah. Or sometimes
You have
the
to spend a week at a baseball game?
so stupid.
and
work.
you start at 10
Monday through Friday
You
is-
start at it goes from 10 till 6. It's an 8-hour day.
That's a long day.
Yeah, oh yeah, fuck yeah.
8 hours.
And it's blisteringly hot. Oh, you get drunk.
Now, what happens if you knock down the fucking sticks?
He's out. And you bring another batsman in. We've got 10 of them.
You get 10 outs.
Well, you get 9 outs because there's 2 at a time. Because the
Okay.
last guy can't stay up by himself.
Right.
What?
So he's not out if he...
Put Shane Warne bowler of the century. Put Shane Warne. I'll show you. This is the best bowl that anyone's ever done.
How can we tell?
Because I'm going to explain it to you.
And what's a wicked googly?
A googly is a ball that
Dog
goes
shit
the
sniffer,
other
thank
way.
you.
Right? So spin ball will go that way, googly will go that way. So it looks like it's coming out of the hand that way. Shane Warne. Not Ward, Warne. Warne. There we go. Ball of the century. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this fucking thing, man. Look at this.
All right, we're watching Shane Warne.
This guy's the greatest bowler ever. Like he's like the Michael Jordan of cricket.
And you could tell?
It's ESPN, the
Yeah.
legends of cricket.
Use of leg spin bowling was becoming a lost art at test level.
See how he was out of his...
Bleach-blonde Shane Warne arrived on the international
that
scene
makes sense.
in 1991.
Ah! Straight through his legs.
I don't get what we just
I
saw.
don't understand.
And this guy
Went on to
hit.
develop a myriad of spin variations.
Look at-
Going on to bowl what was to be described as the ball of the century.
Ah!
I have
It
no
went
idea.
through the bat and the pad.
I don't.
But it bounced there and then it ended up there.
I don't understand what we just saw, for real.
The guy with
Look
the,
how much it moves.
I
Part
don't.
of Australia's
the guy
World
with the
Cup
bat
winning side
thing
in 1999.
is like the goalie. He's defending the sticks.
He's like the batter.
But
Like
he's-
yeah, the same
but
way
wait. His job is to fucking defend the sticks
defend the sticks and make runs as well.
and make runs. So if he smacks that fucking thing,
yeah.
but it doesn't go out of the park,
He can still run back and forth.
he can run back and forth and do what?
Each time he runs the distance, and like the other batsman has to do it as well. So they have to go right one,
One, two.
two.
Okay, so he's
right?
making runs.
Right, so you can do you can
And then
basically get
until,
3 if you hit
until
them.
what happens?
Until they hit the sticks, and then
No, wait. They're running back and forth. They're running back and forth. When do they stop running?
Well, they stop running because if you're caught running there and someone hits the sticks and you're not back in your crease, you're out.
So what? When it looks
So
like they could hit your sticks, you better get back in
Yeah,
the,
you better-
somebody's
the
gonna
slot.
So you knocked the ball somewhere.
Yeah.
So somebody went and got the ball.
Yeah.
And now he's running. He wants to get those fucking sticks.
Yeah, he wants
but
to get
you're
those
running
sticks.
back and forth, and you look and you go, I better get back to my sticks.
In the same way that you got to reach the bag in baseball before the other guy gets
Don't
there.
compare this
All
to
right.
baseball, my friend.
I kind of understand that part of it.
All right, now,
Holy shit.
There we go. See when they wear the coloured clothes like that? This is one-day cricket. But there we go. Look at that bastard just whack it up. Now here's the hand signals.
It's just like watching a home run.
That means 6. That means 6, right?
Why does 2 mean 6?
It just does, right? and that there means you're out. That there means you're
Just
out.
a 1,
If you just
holding
do
a
that,
1 up,
right? But
means
if
you're
you,
out.
if you get 4, It's this one.
You're making like a little wavy
You make
motion
like a
with your
wavy
hand.
motion
Across
with-
your body.
Across
All
your body with one hand.
Let me say hi to Alex. He wants in on this. Alex.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, Jim. Please explain, because I remember some guy trying to explain this fiasco to me in college, how you bowl the ball. Is it true that they have to run up and then throw the ball with their arm perfectly straight and has to bounce like 2 or 3 times?
No, it doesn't have to bounce at all. That's a fallacy because you can do one that's... Most people do bounce because then there's a variance on the ball that makes it harder for the batter to hit because it could bounce in any direction. Your arm has to be straight, like an above your head in a fluid motion. But you can actually... It is legal to do it underarm, but no one would ever do that. Yeah. So if your arm's like bent like that, you're called a chucker, and that's like just calling a guy gay in a bar. Someone's called a
chucker.
chucker.
It's
Yeah,
better to be a chucker.
Chucker.
yeah, but you got
Or a
to
chucker.
you got to run and then over the top, bang like that. And it's a natural motion. So like bowlers in cricket aren't like pitchers in baseball where their arms go to shit or whatever.
Yeah.
So-
Punching it.
All right,
think
so
so.
now the guy just hit the fucking thing. Now he's got to run back and forth.
Well, he doesn't have to run back and forth. He can just stand there if he wants to. Oh,
he-
look at
he
that
can't-
one was a good
wow,
one.
that was a good one. What if only one comes off?
Are you humoring him, man? How do you know
Can
that's
that
a good-
happen?
You're starting to understand this a little bit?
That can't happen, right? One.
Oh, he hit it back onto his stumps. Fucking idiot.
Oh, now they're showing some of the fielding where the guys are jumping, grabbing the ball, throwing it back.
Now this is impressive. If you do classic catches, that ball is like concrete. That's a lot harder, and they got no gloves
Why don't they have gloves?
because we're men.
What if you catch it?
If you,
Oh, the guy
if you
just
catch
did.
it, you're out as
they
well.
They just showed that guy fucking catching it. Look at that shit.
I don't know.
All right, so this guy's catching it.
Oh, he fucked it up.
bobbled it, but he'll get it. Watch.
There we go. He's all right.
Wicket keeping.
Now the wicket keeper's got gloves. The guy at the back, but he's like the catcher in baseball. Now you see how he's standing close. That's for a spin bowler, so he can knock the bails off. But if there's a pace bowler, he'll stand way back like that because the ball's travelling so fast.
Can he throw it at the sticks from behind?
Yeah, he can't really, but he normally just palms it off to someone who's got both hands free to chuck it out.
Oh, my God. All right.
Unfucking believably confusing.
Shoddy Carpenter is reminding us that we have the ball of the century video clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
There's Brian.
Oh,
there's
that's-
Brian Lara.
Hold on. I'm going to write something for Danny.
The
as
hell's
you
that?
continue. We have the ball of the century.
Brian Lara, he's one of the great cricketers from the West Indies.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Now
We
he's
want-
running back and forth.
Yeah. They're South Africa. They're dirty bastards, South Africans.
Dirty bastard.
They explain cricket in 4 minutes on YouTube.
Yeah, it says
This is cricket.
4-minute overview.
No, not the Jim Jefferies 10 minutes. And then just run.
I had no idea what you were talking about. Now I kind of understand a little bit of what you're talking about. And now if it goes out of the fucking...
And it's a flat bat, so there's a lot more shots you can do. So you can chip it over, you can whack it
Yeah, you
hard,
can
you can just
kinda
flick it over.
get in
And you
different
can
directions.
put the fielders wherever you want. So there's a lot more tactical sport because like with certain batters, they'll move them all in, or
Yeah.
with other guys, they'll move them out to the
Now if it
boundary.
goes out into the crowd,
6 runs.
that's 6 runs.
That's pretty good,
The
that.
guy doesn't have to run back and forth 6 times?
Nah, he just fucking
He
lives,
just
lives in
goes-
the glory.
So he puts up 2 fingers.
No, well, the umpire will
The umpire
go,
puts up 2 fingers for
Okay,
6.
now have you ever watched Aussie Rules football?
Aussie rules football. Now I can talk.
Now put something on. Aussie
That
Rules
shit
football.
is fucked up.
I don't even
You ever
understand.
seen
I don't
Aussie-
even understand it. It's a Melbourne thing. I'm from Sydney.
It kind of has a little rugby and
A little bit of rugby, a little bit of this. Put Aussie Rules best marks.
you ever seen Aussie rules football at?
Yes.
Holy
And that's where they score like this.
shit.
They score like that. So you get 6 points if it goes to the middle. And if it misses, but just by a little bit, you get 1 point, right? Because Australia have that mentality of, you had to go.
Yeah.
You had to give him a point, you fucking asshole. He had to go.
Holy shit.
AFL at its best. Here we go. Look
You
at
can't
this.
just give a point
Yeah.
because he.
Here we go.
Yeah, all right.
Now,
Oh, shit, they hit
No
hard.
fucking pads. They're insane.
But they're all tall. It's a catching and kicking game.
Yeah, they just catch and kick constantly. That's all it is.
Oi! Look at these fucking crazy bastards. Oh,
They're fucking
shit.
animals.
No shoulder pads, no helmets.
No, not even
They're
sleeves.
just no, they're wearing shorts.
And you know if they want to pass the ball, they can't throw it.
No?
You got to have it in the hand, and you got to punch it out with the other hand.
Are you shitting me?
No, you got to see the pass ball. You got to go
That's
like that.
silly.
Well, the idea is that if you have one arm free, you can't hand it off. You just got to let go of it. So
Oh.
they try to disable you. So that's 6 through the. There we go. Look at that. What a wonderful
What do you
sport.
mean? There we go.
Look, he goes, look at that. What a wonderful sport. It's like fucking we're looking going, I have no idea what this is.
This is like being an alien.
Yeah.
But women, see these big things. They jump on each other.
Shit.
They
They jump up
on
on each other to get up high enough
Yeah, you're
to
allowed.
catch
You're
the
allowed to
fucking ball.
you're allowed to put your knee into the other person's back and spring off the other person's body.
They
And
they push you up
yeah.
as you're jumping. So,
Oh,
you
they,
get like 20
they're
feet in
getting
the air.
yeah, well they're getting about sort of 10, 12 feet in the air. You know.
Oh, and then I remember seeing the ref do this. He goes, he like points his 2 fingers out.
Yeah, that
Away from
means
himself.
6. That means 1. It depends on which
6
side.
and 1 again,
Yeah, that's 6 or 1.
but it's 1
All
finger.
right. Alex wants in here. Alex from Omaha. What's up, Alex?
Yes, I'd like to call Jim Jefferies a cheat because they fucking do underarm bowling.
Oh, here we go. All right, let me explain. Let me explain.
Oh, shit.
Let me explain. Oh my God. Okay, this man who we're talking to. Shh, stop it, young New Zealand man. No, this man that we're talking to is from a country called New Zealand, a small-known country which is basically Australia's retarded little brother. Now,
a lot of sheep fuckers there too.
A lot more sheep than there are people.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, what happened is many years ago. Was it the 70s or it was in the 80s? In the 80s.
It was late 80s.
Late 80s. The Chappell brothers, who are this famous cricketing people from Australia, Australia looked like they might have lost this game, right? And they had one ball left, and if the guy hit the New Zealand player hit 4 runs, we would have lost the sport, right? So very unsportingly, the Australian guy bowled it underarm along the ground, so it couldn't be hit.
Oh.
And then just went. Look, it was just being cuntish, right?
That's
just being cuntish.
Yeah.
But it happened in the late 80s, and the New Zealanders, if you meet them, they're still fucking upset about it.
86 World Series, Mets and Red
That's
Sox. Bill Buckner. That's the same fucking thing.
The Red Sox fans understand there,
Yep.
Jim.
God damn.
Okay, Jim, well done, man.
Fucking Rick from the Bronx is hysterical.
What?
He's like what
Oh,
he
okay,
said
hold
about
on a
us.
Yeah, let's go there first. Rick in the Bronx.
What's up, man?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Okay.
This is like trying to teach chess to a bunch of monkeys.
It's exactly when I saw that. I'm like,
I wouldn't try to
chess
teach
monkeys.
Americans chess. I don't think you'd ever figure it out, would you?
All right, guys.
We love chess here in this country.
No, you checkers people.
What's a
Nah,
All
checkers is-
Jewish people in the park like chess.
what's a smelly?
What's a smelly? Just say that's the same everywhere. I mean, it's smelly.
Okay, because I think Dog Shit Sniffer's trying to do a John Sterling. The Smellies win.
Oh.
I don't know if that means anything.
No idea.
I'm looking for
No,
it.
I don't.
All right. Let's go to Kellen in England. Kellen.
Hey,
Kellen.
I'm sticking up for Jim here. Fucking baseball. It's not that hard to understand baseball, and then we try and explain cricket to the Yanks, and they just fucking lose their mind. It's really not that hard.
I'm starting to realize
kinda
that it
started
isn't that hard.
I started getting the
As
hang
soon
of
as
it.
you realize that, you gotta stop thinking about baseball.
Look, also, fucker. It's not quite that we're retarded, but the explanation. I mean, I love Jim Jefferies, but his explanation sucked a dick.
I've never been a good tutor.
Larry King's checking in, Anthony.
Larry King?
Yes, the Larry King. Larry!
Hey, Jim, I want to ask you a question. Actually, how important is the wicket in cricket? And is there any coincidence that wicket and cricket rhyme?
Sounds like a Larry King question.
Very important, and yes, there is.
What the fuck is a wicket?
I just
That's
explain
that-
it to you.
That's that strip that the guy bowls the fucking ball on.
But each time you get out is called your wicket as well. They
Yeah.
had 9
Oh,
wickets
really?
today. They had 6 wickets today. If you get a
Yeah.
wicket, that means. And it's also Wicket was the youngest member of the Ewoks from the 3rd Star Wars film. So there you go.
Really?
You know, one of the dwarfs in the little bear outfits.
I enjoy a good
course.
game.
That's what I always think about. Do you reckon George Lucas? Like, how many dwarfs do you reckon he knows? Like all up, George Lucas.
Fuck.
All of them.
He's got to know all
I
of
would
them,
say
right?
all
Got to know a lot of dwarfs.
George Lucas has got to know. There's a dwarf in that does stand up comedy in LA. Really good guy, but he's always surrounded by porn stars. Like all
Really?
my favorite porn stars. He's like, because he's done a couple of walk-ons. He never fucks in them, but they always need a dwarf just to do it, like play a butler or something.
Make it goofy.
Yeah, make it goofy.
Yeah.
Right? And so he's just fucking surrounded by porn stars. I'm like, fucking me. Out of all the disabilities, I think dwarf's the one that I'd want.
Really?
Because if you've ever met like a real good dwarf, like a real small midget or a dwarf or something, they'll just go up to a girl and pinch them on the ass or go up and sit on their lap inside a nightclub and just go, what are you going to do?
I'm a dwarf.
I'm a dwarf, right? But people with cerebral palsy, it's just creepy, you know,
Yeah.
when they're using their pinching stick. Or a quadriplegic just sticking out their tongue at people on the side of the road to buy pens off them. Like a dwarf, at least it's like, hey, what are you going to do? I can dance for you.
I saw a show on what the fuck was it the other night? Like weird couples, and this one guy, normal kind of fucking.
Oh no, TLC. Yeah.
Normal guy,
Right.
is with this woman who is a little over 2 feet tall. and she had a completely normal head. Her head looked like kind of a good-looking blonde
She was a
girl.
bobblehead.
Good-looking, like, blonde chick.
No,
Oh, no, I wasn't
She
a-
ain't good looking. I know what you're talking
No,
about.
no.
Are they
Dude.
dwarves married?
No.
Oh,
He's
okay.
totally normal.
Oh, okay. It's
He's
gotta be
totally
different
normal.
something. Sorry.
She is like...
Vertically
She's this
challenged.
blonde. No, that's not her either. No, she's like this blonde chick, and like her head is normal and kind of looked all right, but her body was so fucked up, and it was one of those like she was squished
Her?
in something. I can't be sure.
Yeah, she's not that hot.
No, I don't think it was her either.
You just be getting a
6
lot
feet
of
tall,
blowjobs.
engaged
in
to a 6'4" man. Might be. I don't know.
That's a little weird.
There was a
no?
girl at the comedy club the other day that had like, who was normal looking, but had like fluminamite
that's
hands just out of her shoulders.
Oh, the little flipper
right?
hands.
But she was fucking hot, man. And this is, I just wanted to ask her because her hair was so nice. How did she do her hair so nice?
You want to ask them?
You know, when did that?
Like, that's the guy. But it's so fucking funny. He carries her around everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, he carries her like a baby.
Well, wouldn't you? You don't want to wait around all day.
No,
Just
I
to
know.
Go
It
to
would take
Starbucks.
forever. I don't even think she could, like, stand. She's really fucking small. And then they had a baby.
Well, just cover the rest of her up, and you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But
the
that's what I
difference.
think what
Just act
happened.
like
Like, he
she's
probably
just a
got
head.
hammered.
Just have a lot of tall tables in your house.
He probably got hammered, and she
put her
put
in
some
high chairs and
pillows
stuff.
under the blankets and pulled the blanket up to her neck and
Yeah.
gave him a really good blowjob.
Or what you do is you get her in bed and then you strap the body of a blop doll onto her neck, like you're fucking a full size human.
Yeah, human.
And then like the bonus is you get to punch her in the ribs. Like what you really want to do with a lady, but it's just a blow-up doll, and she can fake the screams and everything when you're really just punching her in the foot.
Oh, shit. Like a real life human.
You know, that would be something.
That's a good one. I just saw that, and like he's carrying her around.
Yeah, and like when Yoda's carried around by Luke Skywalker when he's going through that test.
Yeah, through the test. That's how he's carrying her around in a little backpack.
Do you judge me by my size? No.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. George Lucas is the king of the kickables.
Yeah, he seems
We call him
to,
kickables on the show. Thanks to Stephen S. from Bayshore.
You call
Yeah.
them kickables.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
There she goes. Yeah, we're watching her.
Oh, she's got a bit. Oh,
going
she,
down
is
the
she, is she,
stairs.
she must be
I
pregnant.
think
there.
she's pregnant, and she's going down the stairs on her ass. You know
Yeah.
what her ass must look like?
Yeah, but she's not allowed to go on a regular roller coaster.
Oh, the
And
guy's
there he
just
goes.
gotta
He's
carry
got to
around.
carry her up the stairs.
Oh my god.
She could get up the stairs. Oh no, the legs don't work, do they?
I don't know.
You got to teach that girl a good handstand.
Let her walk around on her fucking hands.
That's got to be a nightmare.
Or like
Yeah.
a dog, like you know when a dog's got worms and it drags itself
drags
on
its
its
ass.
ass, yeah,
Yeah.
through the middle of the legs. That's
Exactly.
that's a way of getting around.
People want to know, Jim Jefferies, why the cricket bat, this lady trucker, looks like a sawed-off boat oar.
It's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? It's a flat bat that you just
Yeah.
hit the
How
ball
about
with.
you use a baseball bat?
Because
Make
then
the game a lot harder.
then the
and a lot faster, by
then
the
the
way.
game would only last like a day. Like you wouldn't.
So what's wrong with that?
One day. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, but it's
gotta
all
be
about
5
but,
days.
But with that
Who has
bat, you can
patience for
play.
5 days?
You can
Yeah.
play different shots. You can defend with it.
It's
You
like a
can-
goalie stick. You're not going to have a fucking round bat for a goalie
And-
stick.
And
You
how
need-
many?
You
how
got to
many-
angle it.
How many
Yeah.
games in a season?
One.
Oh, not many.
One game in a season.
Like
imagine
no, they'll play like a
you-
5-game.
You wait
like
five fucking
Australia,
days and your
Australia
team
just,
loses. Now you got to wait another 5 days to get your first win.
Australia just lost the Ashes, which is like the big thing that only comes up every 2 years, like the biggest thing in cricket. It's a tournament between Australia and New Zealand, and we don't really support like your county teams and you like I don't go for the Sydney Tigers or something. You know what I mean? You just
Yeah.
follow the national team, and the national team will play maybe 15 tests a year.
I got some.
Maybe it might be like 10 tests a year. I'm not sure.
I got audio of a cricket game. For
Yeah.
real. Listen.
Literally, yeah.
Ah, don't be like that. What are you going to be like? Yeah. Mildly. So this is the weird thing about. Okay, in Britain, the most offensive word you can say is the word "packy." That's as bad.
Right.
That's as bad as the N word. Right? I think we've talked about this
Yeah,
before.
we have.
Yeah, and that's the thing is we play in Australia. It's not derogatory, it's short for Pakistani, and we play Pakistan in the cricket, And the English are always amazed because there's big billboards all around Sydney that be like, the Packies are coming.
Oh, shit.
Right? For us, it's just like the word Aussie. And the English people they're all underneath having photos taken. You know, bit of ironic racism. They love it.
Yeah, they love it.
That's the whole thing about like with racism or something like that. If you see a billboard like that, you'll still have a photo taken in front of it. No one will ever be upset. Like there's guys you can make.
I have no clue what this game is about. It would take 5 fucking days.
Like, let's say you score 100 runs, right? You get a century, right?
That's called a century.
Yeah, and then you get
runs.
You get like Don Bradman, I think, got 352, and a guy called Mark Taylor also got 352. Why does the score have
to be so high?
That took him 3 days to do that, right?
Why
Just
does the score have to be so high?
Because you keep batting until you get out.
So fucking catch the ball.
So why can't people get him out? What does it take to get somebody out?
All right, this is the ways to get out.
The next guy.
You have it days or something. There'd be some cunt
Why
that
does
would
it
just
take so long? Why can't they do it in an afternoon?
Yeah, what the fuck?
They also have one-day cricket. They had to make it more exciting. So they've got
day's too long.
A day?
One day's they've got 2020, which is still half a day, but that's the smallest one. But it's not very good. Half a day. One day cricket's
Why
all
isn't
right.
half a day good?
Because you can't get everyone out in that time, so everyone's just trying to slog it over the fence. There's no real skill to it. Test cricket's where it's at. The 5-day game is tactically one of the most exciting things. You know, it's all about what's going to happen the next day and whether they'll declare and can this
baseball, but it's not.
No, it's nothing like baseball. It's a slightly more skilled game than baseball on the account that there's different forms of bowling. The ball bounces. You're working off a pitch that it's a 5-day game, right? This is what you got to remember. Each game goes for 5 days. 5 days, and it will probably end in a draw.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh, is that
Who has time for that shit? When did they cut off the beer? After the 4th day?
They used
right.
They used to play back like 80 years ago. They used to just play. We play the game until it finishes. Mm-hmm. And 12.
Catch it with your asshole.
Behind you, you have 3 sticks. 3 sticks.
I've seen that.
They're called the stumps, and then on top of it, they have these things called the bails,
What's
which
that?
are little tiny sticks that rest on top of the sticks.
Yeah.
Right? And your idea is to knock these things off, right? So there's several ways you can do it. You can bowl a ball directly into it, and that'll knock it off. If someone puts their leg directly in front of it and the ball's coming directly at it, and it's below the knee roll so it wouldn't bounce over, the umpire can go, that would have hit the stumps. So that's out as well. You can catch the ball. You can get caught behind if you just chip it, the guy behind.
Speaking of sports, what do you know about cricket?
I love cricket.
Well, cricket is blowing up in this country.
It's not blowing
They had a
up.
fucking article in the paper. There's like cricket leagues all over New York City.
Shitting me.
Swear to
I
God.
bet you that's just expats. That's just British people
Oh,
and
I've
Australian people.
seen. No, it's a
You
lot
see
of
it-
Caribbean guys.
You see them in the parks now.
yeah.
West
They're taking over
Indies,
the
West
parks.
Yeah,
Indies,
West
they're in.
Indies.
with their cricket
in Central
shit.
Park and
It's
shit.
I haven't seen
it's
it
the
in Central Park, but-
second most popular sport in the world.
Why though?
Because
I
India
try
are
to
into it.
figure
And
it out.
they're
I don't-
1/6 of the population, and that's the only sport they play.
Well,
So
I don't
that's-
get it. What are you supposed
that
to
makes
do?
sense.
If
looks
I
like-
was
it
to
looks like
explain